Hey guys, this is Alex from 4C Trading, and today I want to kinda do Bitcoin again, right? We did it on Tuesday when we had stream, and a lot of people were kinda telling me in the chat, oh yeah, I'm sure Bitcoin and everything, but we already mentioned that Bitcoin is definitely looked bullish back then, and our streak of luck, or should I say streak of trades, continues on Bitcoin because we have been bullish for ages now, right? And it just continues to shred up. So yeah, definitely might be a part of because of elections, Bitcoin is doing so well. I mean, the other markets like SPX and DJI on regular markets are doing fine as well. And it seems to be the Bitcoin lately is connected. Of course, Bitcoin is overstretching as always, right? It is a smaller market, so when money flows in, Bitcoin likes to stretch it a lot more up, right? But right now, we have moved through a higher time frame area that we already spoke about, where we kind of were waiting. If Bitcoin is going to go sideways, we were kind of doing, or should I say, we were waiting for to do a couple of scalps, right? And actually, we did do one short scalp, which turned out okay, but we didn't get a big profit target from it, right? It was somewhere in here on a lower time frame. We didn't get a good enough profit target at it. We had like 2 hours, so yeah, and then we were stopped even, so it wasn't that great, right? It was just some small profit. And now we are kind of in the midst of two big areas, right? So the first area is then 14K, pretty obvious one, right? We spoke about it for ages right now. And the second one goes from 20Ks down to 17K, and it's another big area, right? So it's a quite vast one. It's the largest gap that we have made when we went all the way up to 20K and then retested it again after going down, and then started this whole breakdown, which led us to 3K, right? So these two areas are really important right now. Now I know a lot of people are calling out 16K on Twitter. I have seen that before. And I know a lot of people are gonna market smash short there. I advise against that. Not for the fact that it's not gonna happen, but the problem is you really don't wanna knife catch that kind of a trade right now when it's shredding like this up, right? I am afraid of one thing, that after the fact that we have been mooning so hard like we did, and we left quite a bit of untested level behinds, that we will do something like this and just quickly drop down, right? But listen me up, right? I mean, usually when you go for knife catch, so knife catch is if you go right now on your, I don't know, Binance or anything, and you would just set up a short on 16K, right? And you just left it there with the stop loss somewhere, or not even stop loss, right? And just leave it there and wait it for you to get filled. That would be an example of a knife catch, right? So here we're trying to avoid this, because if you notice, if you try to knife catch all the way from 12K all the way up to 16K, you will see that you will get almost wrecked on every level, right? And you know, I always say that that's not the most optimal way of trading. I do like to first see the reaction, and what I mean by that is I first like to give time to price action to form. So let's just say we go now up to 16K right from this week, and then we start going some sideways, right? Like we did here. So now then what I'm gonna rather do than do this, I'm gonna go down to like 15-minute time frame or something like this, and I will look for something that is going to lose a level, right? So let's just say they will have two options, and for this I'm gonna analyze here, right? So for this option right here that we would have, it was the best case scenario be for something to happen like this, right? You lose the level right here like we lost it, and then you short it on the upswing, and you can see that you got a reaction, right? So this reaction only gave us like, I think it was like 2R. It's from a memory, but imagine if this reaction gave you a bigger reaction, it went all the way down here. And this is how I rather catch my stops. And there I should trade. And there's two reasons for this, right? The first one, if I'm gonna go right now on 16K and I'm gonna try to catch a trade, look at my stop loss, right? Where are you gonna place your stop loss? That's a number one question. Well, there's only two places where you can place stop loss. One is number here, and then your stop loss is gonna be $800. And plus, this stop loss is not very safe. It's only like $700 up, and it's not really an invalidation point, right? The proper invalidation point would be all the way to up here, which in this case is 1.4K stop loss, right? Now if you go right back here to my latest structure that we were just forming, and if you look at it, when you go on lower time frame and you actually wait for this sideways action, and let's just say that I place my stop loss all the way to the top, I shorted around here and place my stop loss all the way to the top, you will see that it's actually almost as half of your current stop loss, and it's much safer in this case because we have lost the level already. You know, it is much safer. So yes, the Bitcoin, plus let's not forget, Bitcoin can go still all the way up to 17K. Or, you know, who knows? Maybe it's going to continue all the way to 20K. So now you're going to knife catch at, let's just say 16K, right? And you're going to lose it. What are you going to do then? Go again and do it again at 17K? again at 18k, and you catching my drift right there? You're gonna be losing 3 or 4 trades before the thing turns around, right? Obviously we don't know unless you got a crystal ball whether it's gonna turn around. And most of these traders that are calling sell 16k right now, well, let me tell you, they were shortening from 11k already, because they don't know either, right? I mean, of course there are some lucky people who will guess the exact amount where it's gonna stop, but I'm telling you, without seeing some negative price action before that happens, it's most likely just gonna screw you around, right? Also, if you got long-term holds, don't try, that's probably the worst thing that I see, don't try to sell your long-term holds on a levels like this, right? I mean, somebody says 16k and then you're thinking, oh yeah, this is really overextended, right? So maybe I should sell 16k and not look back, right? Because if you look at it back from the past, even on the first run up in 2017, imagine if you would say, oh, okay, this is getting now really overextended, I'm gonna sell right here, and look, and then it went all the way to 20k without you, right? So yeah, you need to be understanding these things, right? If you want to have better profits in trading and less uncertainty, right? And as you can see, you know, right now, I know a lot of people are selling on this week because it's, I mean, this candle, because wow, this candle is so overextended, it's gonna crash any minute. It is possibility that it crashes, but you know, those people usually don't know what to do anyways in the markets, and they usually end up giving the money back to the markets. I'm giving you a more subtle approach that it's actually much safer, and it actually gives you idea. And actually, you don't have to go around the channels and ask people, what, are you selling? Are you buying right now? No, because you won't exactly know. When we lose that first level after we're so much overextended, we can safely short and hedge ourselves against, right? And then you can ride it all the way back to the down where you're going to be buying. And right now the buy points, I mean 14k is probably going to be a buy point right now, but we don't know if it's going to stop now. But I would be buying all the way down to 12k as well, right? But we will speak more about buys when we actually see rejection, and then actually when we start seeing some short opportunities, right? Because right now you don't have many. So yeah, when we start seeing some sideways, I will probably make another video to just kind of explain how I'm gonna tackle the shorting on Bitcoin. But that shorting right now, as we are in such a bull market, it's probably gonna be a momentary thing. So I do think I'm not going to be shorting like for some big shorts, right? For that I will be holding all the way down here, right? No, I'm going to be more holding them to like 14k or 12k areas where I would be longing again, right? But we'll see how price action is going to turn out. I'm not going to be predicting too far ahead right now because that would make no sense, right? So yes, guys, I mean, please do subscribe to our channel, like the video, punch that notification button, you know, because we do these videos every day except on Sunday. And also join us at Free4C channel, right, where we discuss news, discuss analysis, Bitcoin, yeah, mostly Bitcoin analysis, and you know, stop losses and all of that merry shit, right? So yeah, please do join us there, follow us, and we'll be seeing each other in the next one.